Alright guys, so I know you guys are having trouble on the homework, so let's go over one of the homework problems. I think this is number 42. So let's give this guy a shot and let's see how we can do on it. So first thing we want to solve for, we want to solve for all the angles. So let's put a list of all things I want. I want to find angle G. I want to find angle F. And I want to find side GH. Whoops, I'm sorry, I already know angle F, so I don't want that. I want to find side GH, and I want to find side FH. I want to find side FH. So these are the three things that I want. So let's see. First thing that I know is I know I have an angle. I know I have an opposite side. So if this is the angle that I'm looking at, if I'm looking from right here, then I have the opposite side. And now I can just pick whatever side I want to solve for. So let's say I want to find FH. So I'm going to pick this guy as my X. So let's pick this side FH as my X. So this side right here will be my X. And why don't we pick this side as my Y. So I'll pick this side as my Y. I'll pick GH as Y. So let's first solve for X, and then which is FH, and then we'll solve for GH as Y. So I have the opposite. This guy is going to be the adjacent, and then of course this guy over here is going to be my hypotenuse. So let's solve for the adjacent side, which in this case I'm calling X. So I have the opposite and I have the adjacent. So I have the opposite and I have the adjacent. So which two trig functions gives me opposite and adjacent? So if you don't remember, you're going to use SOHCAHTOA. So I want opposite and I want adjacent. That's tangent. So I know that tangent of my angle, 32 degrees, is equal to the opposite, 11, over the adjacent, which is x. Put this guy over 1 and let's cross multiply. So 11 times 1, 32, tangent of 32 times x. So on the left side I end up with 11, and on the right side I end up with x times the tangent of 32. So to solve for x, divide by the tangent of 32, divide by tangent of 32 degrees. This cancels out, and I'm left with x equals 11 divided by the tangent of 32 degrees. So this is what I want to plug into my calculator. So I don't have my graphing calculator, but I'm just going to use a calculator that I downloaded from the iPad. So let's make sure we have this. It's 11 over tangent of 32. So let's clear everything just in case. Do 11 divided by, so I want to do the tangent of 32, but I have to do the 32 first. So I do 32, so 32 tangent, and then equals. So I just did 11 divided by the tangent of 32, and I got 17.6. So then this gives me, so then I get x equals 32.6, what? 60? I'm sorry. Oh, 17.60. Let's do that again. 17.60. And that's going to be x. Now let's solve for y. So y is the hypotenuse. So I have the opposite and I have the hypotenuse. So let's do opposite and hypotenuse is sine. So let's solve using sine. So I'm going to do the sine of 32 degrees equals opposite, which is 11, over the hypotenuse, which is x. So put a 1 under it, cross multiply. So I'm going to get 11 equals the sine of 32 degrees times x. So remember, this is all 1. Divide by that sine of 32. Whoops, I think I ran out of space down there. So divide by the sine of 32. Divide by the sine of 32. And I'm just going to plug 11 divided by the sine of 32 into my calculator. So I'm going to do 11 divided by, so I need to do 32 first, and then hit sine, and then hit equals. So I get 20.76. And then I get, let me put it on this side, 20.76. So I found x, which is FH. So FH is 17.60. I have GH, which is 20.76. And then I have angle G, which, well, how would we find angle G? So let me erase some stuff. Let's erase some stuff over here. And let's find that angle again. So I want to find angle G. Well, I know that one of the angles is 32. So I know one of the angles is 32. I know the other angle is 90. So I have 32 plus 90. So let's add those up and take away that from 180. So 180 minus whatever this sum is will give me that remaining angle. So that's going to be 122. So let's go and subtract that. So I have 180 minus 122 equals 58. So I get 58 degrees, and that's going to be my angle there. Alright guys, sorry I was a little bit messy, but hopefully this helps you guys out.